Hey adventurers, welcome to the crew. I'm Sealord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. We've just had our whole, we've just arrived in the Valewood after the introduction in which our whole party of merchants that we were traveling with died, including our first temporary companions. So now it's just us, a level 2 wizard, and our ghost pig, or what's it called? Giant miniature space piglet. Yes, that. Our most bonny boon companion.
I'd be glad to.
And there's a corpse here. It's got armor. Camping supplies. Better than nothing. Is that a ghost? I feel like that's a ghost.
Quietly now.
I feel like I'm going to be ambushed here. But no, not dead. Alright. Is that a dead body on the other side of that stream, or is it just weird? Pretty sure it's a corpse. Lamp post over there. Let's check this lamp post out first, I guess. Oh. Outlaw. Well, I've actually regenerated my spells, so I guess we could use them.
Breathe.
Seeing as a solo wizard themselves really doesn't want to be in melee combat, but... There we go. Yeah, hit him with the book. It's definitely one of those games where you can take absolutely everything they've got, huh? More corpses. That's the road. Or is this the road? No, that's the road proper. Do I want to go in here? Probably didn't want to go in here. Oh well. There's two of them. There's three of them. Maybe it's... no, that's not what I wanted to use at all. Okay. Can't hit all three of them with this cone of fire, huh?
Lava room. Beyond.
Maybe we should keep exploration to a minimum until we have companions to tank for us. This doesn't seem like very safe for a wizard to be running around in. That was a little close for just being three wolves. I guess this area is probably clear now. It's getting dark though. And I am out of really good spell. Oh, what's this? These aged walls appear to have once encircled this entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. The heavy bricks are slick with moss, presenting a hindrance to climbing, but the stones themselves seem sturdy enough. Given the right tools, one might easily reach the top. So what happens if I try to climb? I'm forced to drop back down due to the odd angle of ascent and uneven bricks. Okay, I need, I don't know, climbing gear or a grappling hook or something. So I burned all my spells trying to kill those wolves. And it's dark. I don't really dare. I think the road south, it goes that way. I don't really dare venture onto that side of the map. Maybe we could go this way. Oh. Bandits, huh? Oh. And they have a chef. Bandits with their own personal chef. Do I have anything in the way of... Didn't really think I did. Must have ended up in here. No, I just have... Oh, wait, that could be handy. Put that on there, just in case I need it. Although I'm not too clear on how I actually use that. Oh, right there. Okay. Let's kill these bandits, save the chef. The young dwarf, tending to the stew, looks up, startled, as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs, and make sure our new cook don't run off. Help! Please, help me! Ah! One of the bandits gives Tenfrith a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Alrighty. I'm gonna wait for them to get in range a little. Oh boy, and they've got an archer. Probably wasn't a good fight to pick, but... So I put this potion in my inventory. Oh. Yeah, let's charm one of them. Don't think it worked. Do I have to... I'll just take the potion. Oh, hold on. Why did I fail to charm them before? They just have armor against it? Oh, there we go. Let's please kill this archer before that wears off. Didn't quite succeed in that. What's the second wind even do? Oh, it just regenerates units, and yes, use it.
Stand together.
Good grief. Basic attacks are not going to kill this guy very quickly, huh? Oh boy, my health is extremely low. Better roll. Apparently we're almost unable to damage each other. I think we've probably got him. Just very slowly.
Oh, come on.
Okay, yeah, no more fighting anything if possible until I find a companion that can tank. Boy, spirits. And money. Hold on, Tenfrith, I'll be right with you. Let me just steal all these bandits' supplies. A rod. Not particularly clear on the difference as far as like magical channeling might go, but meat, poultry, an agate, copper pans, vegetables. The tent is empty, but for a pair of stained cots and the stink of unwashed bodies. Alright, so what's your
traveler?
deal? By the flame. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Until they were bored with me, I suppose. I must get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement. The dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in Gilded Vale, stop by the Blackhound Inn. I'll let Pasca know just what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Oh, I've earned a reputation. Oh, to be back at my oven again. Yeah, run off, buddy. Okay, so we have a positive reputation with the people of Gilded Vale, I assume. Bow, armor, cape, hood, fruit, money. This all goes in here, right? Yeah, I just have a ton of stuff in my stash. Okay. I don't think we have the resources to handle another fight, so let's hope this is actually the end of the road down here. Bridge. Signpost. Northwest to Kieran's Grasp. South to Gilded Vale. Yeah, south it is. I assume this is a nice settlement, and we don't have the resources to finish exploring the rest of that area. Until we've regenerated our spells and maybe found somebody that can tank for us. Oh, look, the map of this is actually automatically filled in. It's kind of... How do I see what time it is? It's the middle of the night, I assume. Hour 4. I'm not quite sure how to read this clock. But clearly it's nighttime. House, inn, road west, house, windmill, smithery. That'd be where to buy weapons, probably. Temple, although it looks kind of ruined. Ader and a Loth. I don't know if those are quest givers or companions or what. Inn. Seeing as it's nighttime, I think we better go to the inn. Oopsies. Apparently I'm going to this tree. That's a lot of corpses.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Yeah, that's a lot of vacancies, buddy. For a town that looks like it's got about 20 houses in it, I think everyone's dead. He glances at the gnarled, leafless monstrosity of a tree next to him. Are you mad? No wonder this place looks half empty. The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
Oh, so we're doing some kind of like Nazi genetic purge here. I understand. Yeah, we're probably gonna need to kill this guy. Maybe not right now, but eventually. That's mind your own damn business. Whoa. That audio's not playing right. Okay. The well-being of this village is my business. You'd best get used to the idea if you intend to live among us. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly toward the deformed tree. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. He folds his arms. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radrick's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here. I don't feel like I should tell him about any of the weird stuff, considering he's on a bit of a purge everybody who's involved in something sort of mood at the moment. Urkeet, his name is Urkeet. So what's up with the tree? Urkeet doesn't even look over his shoulder. Ah, yes, not everyone has accepted the measures necessary to keep the village safe. Ever since Lord Radrick banished the mothers of Hollowborn, some have taken up arms against him. And while he's been searching for a cure, he's been beset with frauds and opportunists. So, I don't feel like I really know what Hollowborn are yet, but he's been killing everyone who sires or births one, it seems like. Or maybe just killing the sires and banishing the mothers, but either way. And also, he's looking for a cure because he's afraid his kid's going to be Hollowborn, I'm guessing. And he's been killing all the fraudsters, which is a little fair, but... We've had ciphers, wizards, and animancers come through town, taking the Lord's coin and promising to end the curse. Lord Radrick finally decided to make an example of those who would profit from our tragedy. He points to the body of a dwarven woman. The latest was an animancer from the Valian Republics, who claimed to know techniques none of us had seen. By now, we've seen it all. I should ask about this just so I can find out, but I feel like it would be, in character, a really dumb thing to not know about this. Like, it seems like it's the kind of thing that everyone knows about. I'm going to ask anyway, though, because I need to know. He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Waidwin's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Seems like an issue you guys have got here. Lord Radrick's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. He nods. I'm not sure he does. I think maybe he's just paranoid that his kid's going to be Hollowborn. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understand our rules. He was sort of slightly nicer there. Maybe I'll tell him about the ceremony. He regards you carefully. You want to mind where you mention that? Trespassing on Engwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. Well, it was, okay, yeah, fair point. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Baroth have mercy, we certainly have. I really don't feel like I need to tell this guy about the Be Awake and all. I shouldn't have even told him about the ceremony, but... To be fair, apparently the only illegal things they care about are anything they think is going to affect their lord's kid. They don't give a damn, really, if I trespass. Maybe so. Thanks, Anakoishi. Like I said, it's best to stay away from those sort of places. Okay, apparently I have to ask about the Bewick, so...
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Why is he... Does he already have a Hollowborn kid, or is he just afraid... Can they tell in the womb? Maybe he's just real paranoid. Maybe he said a lot of previous Hollowborn kids or something. In any case, I'm betting she probably wasn't that much of a fraud. But if you're... It's kind of random which lines are actually voiced and which aren't. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Adra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check your pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that. He's probably right. Keep out of... Oh. Boy, something else has happened.
Listen!
Bell.
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Let me guess. 2 tolls meant he had a healthy child, and 3 tolls meant he had a Hollowborn child. You're welcome. I thought both games. I was thinking playing some Orland because I hear about how bad people not like them. Poor thing. Yeah, I was interested in the Orland, but I went for sea folk on account of my name and all, or ocean folk. Urgit looks out toward the east, his expression unreadable. He blinks slowly and turns his attention back to you. It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric.
Ah.
I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
So, I assume by that we're going to go on a fresh purge about, why this would have happened. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest, the inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards, I'll know more soon enough. What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy is struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barath must be redoubled. Oh, they're definitely going to go on another purge or something. I feel like I'm going to be purged. We're going to that's a concern. Alright, bye. Probably better to not talk to him any more than I have to. I was just trying to get to the inn anyway. Still hour 5. Does that mean it's 5 a.m.? Probably. See? Yeah. I think that's the front door. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, you have a portrait. Fancy portrait. And magic. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf. Well, the pointed ears also suggest an elf, but hood, yeah.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Okay, but what's interesting is that it says the others, 2 folk men and an elven woman, don't look convinced, which means it's not an elf thing. Like, it's not a racist thing. It must be a nationalistic thing, because they're referring to the... I think this is a big empire or something. What's going on here? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us even while he shelters in our village. Just goes to show you what these fancy Ader manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment. Not from foreigners, and especially not from Adirans. Okay, so it's a
Go on.
xenophobia
Say
thing.
it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
And then they're real drunk.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Okay.
I'll cut that barrel-licking
This
tongue
was
out of your
not
head.
de-escalation, Aloth.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
He's changing accents very... Does he have like a split possession problem or a split personality or something?
That's where you're wrong.
Oh, blades. Oh, that's not. That's... That's not necessary. Oh, I'm a foreigner too. That's right. I should probably... Well, maybe I should stick with the other foreigners. They squint at you through red, bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending it. Okay. Well, I wasn't really, but... Ooh. Did I just kill 3 townsfolk in one hit? Whoopsies. So I committed a triple murder my first day in town. My first hour in town, really. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Well, glad I could help.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. Though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
No, Valian. He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine. So he's kind of... Well, maybe he was kind of rich, but he's not
Well,
anymore.
I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Aloth Corvisor. How'd you manage to get stuck out here? That is something of a long story.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Okay, so he's like a younger son type or something. No inheritance in his homeland, so he went adventuring.
And
Not unfamiliar.
how exactly did you come to be here?
Although the last thing... Getting the sense that he's a companion. Last thing I need really is another wizard. I need a tank. It's
In
traveling
Griffin
caravan.
Ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Well, I feel more comfortable telling him. There were some hooded figures operating a strange machine. Aloth goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
Well, says you, who's about to get beaten up by 3 drunks, although I feel like you could have killed them on your own, honestly. How'd you
I'm
manage to
afraid
cross
that
them?
was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Well, you did tell that one guy to go fuck his sister. That wasn't very polite as such, Eloth. Ah, that. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. Sure, buddy. For which I'm grateful. Let's discuss something else, shall we? Yeah, he's got some kind of other issue. He's got, I don't know, split personality or something. Possession issue, maybe? So what are you doing in Gilded Vale?
I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
It sure is, Aloth. Well, I was a settler, but now I'm maybe looking for an expert on souls on account of this whole Be Awake issue.
Indeed. In that case, welcome to Gilded Vale, a true refuge from civilization.
Yeah. You don't really look like a typical settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Fair enough.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Okay, that's an obvious companion recruitment hook. Sure. Come
Excellent.
with.
I shall
I'm
follow you.
Going back into the inn that you were just extremely eager to leave, but, hooray, we've recruited a Loth. Let's see here. He is also a second level wizard, but he's a wood elf from Adir Gentry. He has more health than me, but that's because I'm dying. Does less damage. Let's see. He's got way less might. Way less. He's got less might and less intelligence, which seems bad for a wizard, but more calm, dexterity, and especially, what is this? Resolve? Yeah. He is good at lore, which makes sense, so am I. He's also good at mechanics. He's real bad at survival. His leather armor has plus 10% ability area of effect. Plus 5 accuracy, deflection, reflex against distant enemies. Well, that kind of makes sense for a wizard. He is also using... I'm just going to call this magic missile. And Fan of Flames. He's got Wizard's Double, Dazzling Lights, and Sunless Grasp. That's probably all fine. His talent is Blast, which is just a big explosion, I think. Yeah, well, a small explosion, actually. Okay, fair enough. He's been in the party for 2 minutes, 6 seconds, oh boy. Alright, he's a wizard. He's pretty much identical to me. Should we do anything about these 3 corpses? Well, let's just steal all their possessions. And into the inn we go. Thanks for watching, adventurers. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, adventurers. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.